Brian Anderson here. With me tonight, our analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's the Pacers to start out. Count it. 1-for-1 to start the game. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah. This should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Thompson. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Halliburton outside. Thompson with a steal. Brooks outside. Smith outside. Pass to Eason. And Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Şengün. Thompson left side. Just 5 on the clock. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Thompson right side. Pass to Şengün. Brooks outside. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. A nice shot by Smith.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Here's Thompson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
The first free throw is good. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Outside Nesmith. On the wing, Nembhard. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by Houston.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Right side, Eason. 1:58 left in the opening quarter. The Rockets with another miss.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Nembhard outside. Siakam the screen. Indiana needs to get a shot off. No good with the triple. Houston leading by 3. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Left side, Eason. Back to Smith. Pass to Brooks. Off target from outside.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Halliburton outside. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Now Van Vliet. Outside Eason. Pass to Adams. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Pacers trail by 5. McConnell with it. Van Vliet covering. Siakam. Six on the shot clock. Misses from close range. Pass to Van Vliet. Smith outside. That'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll be... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Rockets.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Here's Halliburton. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Green running the floor.
The blinding speed of Green really turns on the Jets in transition. It's impressive to watch.
Outside Walker. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Here's Adams. Ooh. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone, courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And the basket by Holiday.
Flawless pick-and-roll motion there, executed to perfection by Drew Holiday.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. About a minute played here so far in the first. Here's Brown. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. 6 to shoot. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Screen by Holmgren. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Porzingis. It's Brown on the wing. Tatum, good.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Pass to Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Tatum. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
That'll be a 5-second call. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Knocks down the triple.
Oh, that jumper's so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can work a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis sets a screen. Rejected by Holmgren. Williams in the post. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Back to Brown. Over Dort. Brown gets the bucket.
A superb mid-range shooter. All Brown needs is some separation, and he's ready to pull up.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound Boston. Pass to Brown. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Outside, Williams. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, Brown. Here's Cornette. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Back to Dort. Got a piece of it. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard over Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Pritchard, no good. Thunder with a lead. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Pass to Cornette. Hartenstein pulls it in. On offense, here are the Thunder. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness!
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater. Boy, those sure are pretty.
And that does it for the first quarter. Oklahoma City ahead. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Horford with some nice D.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
From deep, Holmgren. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Three-pointer, Holiday. The rebound by Wiggins. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 4. Here's Holmgren. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Operating inside, Porzingis. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Caruso outside. Pass to Holmgren. Banked it in off the glass. Holmgren's got 9 points.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts. Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Caruso outside. Pass to Hartenstein. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. There's Holmgren on the slam.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Now here's Porzingis. Shoots over Hartenstein. Porzingis misses.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Wallace. Back to Hartenstein. To the middle. It's stolen by Tatum. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. White looking it over. Good D by Wallace. Here's Oklahoma City now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Hartenstein. 4-3. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Now here's Hartenstein. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Caruso misses. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The 3 ball. White for 3. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White. Now Caruso. He's scoreless. Pass to Hartenstein. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those. You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Oklahoma City. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Thunder with a lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to the wing. Hartenstein in the post. Wiggins from long range. Porzingis grabs the board. Right side, Tatum. Oh, and Porzingis powers it home.
Well, it's clear that Porzingis has some athleticism. That dunk right there, ferocious.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort up top. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's got 7. Some solid defense from Holiday. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Porzingis misses. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
Yeah, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. I mean, his shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a screen by Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by White. Clock at 4. Pass to Williams. Over Holiday. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And here's Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Pinpoint pass from Holiday leading to the field goal. He always keeps his head up off the pick and roll for chances like that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Holiday. He's got 5.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Dort outside. Williams up top. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league in 2 steals per game. What a season.
Porzingis misses.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Here's Dort. Misses in close. Boston trailing. Right side, Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Outside, Williams. The shot off that time. Tatum with some nice D. Here's Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. And the Celtics making a change here. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Here's Caruso. The kick out to Williams. Back to Caruso. Wide open. And it's Cornette with a rebound. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Brown. Here's Pritchard. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The kick out to Williams. The Thunder with another miss. Celtics lead by 4. Brown with it. Pass to Horford. 3-pointer. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And that We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Outside Craig. Here's Pritchard. Rejected by Holmgren. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tatum. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And they pick up 2.
Man, he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Craig with a screen. Down low. Some solid defense from Williams. Thunder trail by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Timeout.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. This might be a close late game, but don't tell Coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
And Porzingis with the block. White for 3. Williams grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, if you're looking for a 3 and D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Porzingis misses.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Outside for Dort. Back to Williams. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Lost it on offense. The lead is 2. They kick it out to Porzingis. Brown in the high post. From 18 feet away. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Here's Dort. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Lugans, Dort, give it to him.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. .46 left in the fourth. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Outside White. Inside. Porzingis. The Thunder with the rebound. to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To take the lead. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for Boston. It's a one-point game. Here's Tatum. Outside Porzingis.
Superb D from Gilgeous-Alexander, using his length to wipe away the shot.
Dort outside. Back to Williams. Shoots over White. Williams misses. This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Oklahoma City now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.